Hey, everybody. We have a recent update as of today, posted on several Instagrams as well as some news channels like 12 News in the Arizona area. And this is regarding the three men that were arrested in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood. What were they doing there? Why were they arrested? We'll get into it in a moment. But as you know, I've been following a lot of the FBI posters of kidnapped and missing persons and streaming about them. I'm trying to give a voice to those that can't speak for themselves and the families and friends that are missing their loved ones. I want to keep those people in the thoughts and minds of everyone. So, in case you hear or see anything, please contact your local law enforcement or local consulate, American Embassy. So, moving with the poster that's available. As you can see, it's hard to read, but let me just recap that for you, and then I'll tell you about the three men. This is the Nancy Guthrie FBI poster. She's been missing since February 1st, last seen on January 31st, or the early morning hours of February 1st in the Cat Hills, in Tucson, Arizona, just north of Tucson in the Cat Foothills. I'm saying it wrong. I apologize. I'll get it right momentarily. They are offering a $100,000 reward for Nancy Guthrie's that leads to an arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. And as you may know, the family has put up a $1 million reward also. So if the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Phoenix Field Office, and the Pima County Sheriff's Department in Arizona are investigating the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, last seen at a residence in the Catalina Foothills neighborhood of the Tucson, Arizona area on the evening of January 31st, 2026. She is considered to be a vulnerable adult who has difficulty walking, has a pacemaker, and needs daily medication for her heart condition. The images above that you can see or have seen already, the images above show an armed individual appearing to have tampered with the camera at Nancy Guthrie's front door the morning of her disappearance. The suspect is described as a male, approximately 5'9" to 5'10", with an average build. In the video, he is wearing a black 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker backpack. The FBI seeks information that will lead to the identity of this individual. And as I've said before, if you have any information concerning this case or any other missing persons or kidnapped victims, please contact your FBI agent at FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. That's 1-800-225-5324. You may also contact your local FBI office, the nearest American Embassy or consulate, or you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. And this is out of the Phoenix Field Office in the county of Pima. So that's the poster that's been out since February, amongst many others, as I've said before. So now let me get you this. As you know, I've been covering the developing situation out of Tucson, Arizona, where three individuals who identify themselves as social media streamers were arrested following ongoing complaints from residents in the Catalina Foothills neighborhood, the same area where missing woman Nancy Guthrie was last seen. Now, I pulled this information from online sources and news online sources, as well as Instagram and some other sites. So I consolidated this to make it more clear for everyone. According to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, residents reported concerns that some individuals were blocking roadways, disturbing the peace, and trespassing while attempting to cover the case. Authorities say deputies initially issued warnings, posted no trespassing signs, and issued citations before making arrests when those efforts reportedly failed to resolve the issues. The sheriff's office announced that 54-year-old Alexander Zabel Jr. and 34-year-old Troy Lewis Bradshaw were booked into the Pima County Adult Detention Center. Zabel Jr. is facing 2 counts of obstructing a highway or thoroughfare and 1 count of public nuisance, while Bradshaw is facing 1 count of public nuisance. A third individual, 46-year-old Damian Todd Enderle, was cited and released on a public nuisance charge. The Pima County Sheriff's Department stated that Sheriff Chris Nanos will not tolerate conduct that disrupts the community or violates the law. Officials also announced that moving forward, first-time offenders may be cited and released, while repeat offenders could face arrest and booking on public nuisance charges under Arizona law. This all comes as the search for Nancy Guthrie continues. Guthrie was last seen at her Catalina Foothills home on February 1st of this year. The FBI is currently offering a reward of up to $50,000, and as you saw in the poster, $100,000 for information leading to her recovery and or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. And I reiterate, anyone with information about Nancy Guthrie's case is encouraged to contact the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI or submit a tip through the FBI's online tip portal, tips.fbi.gov. And again, I grabbed this information, consolidated it, and put it in a brief summary so everybody makes sense of it for you. Hey there, everyone. Thank you for joining. As far as this goes, we've learned a lot that it's been over 4 months, 128 days, I believe. Let me double check myself so I don't give you false information. Let's see what that looks like. $128 days missing as of today. So with my series on the Real Cases, No Spin, I've been covering a lot of the FBI posters that are posted on the website under the kidnapped and missing persons section. And as you may know, there's 127 current posters out there, and they range for many years, even into the decades, as well as the current year. Now, with that said, I want to make sure that everyone understands that those are just 127 FBI posters, meaning they had reasons to create posters based on high visibility, information that could be received from the public, and a variety of other criteria to create the FBI posters. But there are a plethora of other folks that are kidnapped and or missing that are out there that have not received an FBI poster. Those are the folks we need your eyes and ears on. If you see anything strange or anything out of the ordinary, no matter what part of the country you are, it's worth a phone call to your local law enforcement, or at least to the FBI tips line. Okay, you never know who's going to do what. Hey there, you never know what information and what sharing of information is going to lead to someone's arrest, or I pray, finding someone who's been kidnapped or has been taken against their will. With that said, I think that these 3 gentlemen may or may not have understood the gravity of what they were doing, and receiving those charges, probably they were there more than once. So keep that in mind. It's not like this initially started when she was first found, when the FBI was first alerted to her, and Pima County Attorney's Office made the realization that she was missing or taken against her will. There was a lot of media coverage on that whole road. We also had JLR, a local a YouTuber who was broadcasting 12 hours a day during that first 1 to 2 months. Now we're into the 4th month and going into our 5th at the end of this month. It doesn't mean the case is cold. It means that they're working on things behind the scenes. And if you have watched enough true crime that I have, and as much movies and streaming videos, you'd realize that there are a lot of calls coming in from every walks of life, and they have to be followed up on. So there's plenty of tips and a lot of work going on behind the scenes. Not stuff that we might realize, correct, but you never know what's going to be the real reason that they bring people in. And that's the most important part for people to understand, is that the case is still ongoing. The investigation is still ongoing. And this is one of the posters that I'm using, or my thumbnail, if you will, for all of the other cases that I've been tracking and bringing to everyone's attention. Even if it's just my small channel, it's another voice out there spreading the word. And as you may have seen, if you watch my previous videos recently, there were 2 more posters created in the last 2 weeks. And that means there's a mother and daughter, as well as a small child. And if you were to watch those streams, you'd realize. Or if you go to the FBI posters website and look under the kidnapped and missing persons tab, you'll be amazed at what you'll find there. And it is worth a look because you may recognize somebody. You never know. And the posters are available by clicking on the link, and it'll open it up bigger than 9, and you'll be able to read the details, location, and things like that. Those posters are from all around the country. So it's a good database of resources for the FBI to provide to us as citizens. But I want you all to take the time and make sure that you follow through on keeping your eyes and ears open, letting your law enforcement know if there's anything strange in your area or wherever you're at. As you know, we have a lot of concerns about children and human trafficking, and we just passed the recent month of human trafficking alertness through the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. So we are a border state here in Arizona, and it is concerning because it's not too hard to get over the border to Mexico or vice versa. So we really have to do our darndest to make sure that people are alerting other people and looking out for other people and making sure. In this case, these 3 gentlemen probably were just trying to do what they do in their social media world and trying to follow up and help a situation, not hurt it. But as you know, crime scenes like Nancy Guthrie's home and surrounding area shouldn't be trampled on or walked over or even bringing folks to it. You never know what else could still be there. Even though we're 4 months later, you never know what can be found on the property. Also, you have a neighborhood there that are living their lives. They're probably praying and concerned about their neighbor who's been missing now, and they shouldn't be interrupted and have their lives interrupted by folks just trampling through or trying to get a story from the area. I don't know what their intentions were. There were some alleged actions that had gone on. I saw on Instagram there were several posts, so I can understand why folks would be concerned. But at the same time, we have to give that breathing room and trust in the system that the investigation is still ongoing. Now, what I'd like to do is share with you the recent Savannah Guthrie plea. And I want to make sure I grab the right one. Okay. I'm going to share this with you. I'm going to take myself off the screen so you have just her. And if you haven't seen this, again, it's another gut-wrenching. Here we go.
I'm coming on to say it is day 24 since our mom was taken in the dark of night from her bed.
This might be the previous one, so I apologize, but let's hear it anyway.
And second, and every long night has been agony since then, of worrying about her and fearing for her and aching for her, and most of all, just missing her, We know that millions of you have been praying. So many people have been praying of every faith and no faith at all, praying for her return, and we feel those prayers. Please keep praying without ceasing. We still believe. We still believe in a miracle. We still believe that she can come home. Hope against hope. As my sister says, we are blowing on the embers of hope. We also know that she may be lost. She may already be gone. She may have already gone home to the Lord that she loves and is dancing in heaven with her mom and her dad and with her beloved brother Pierce and with our daddy. And if this is what is to be, then we will accept it. But we need to know where she is. We need her to come home. For that reason, we are offering a family reward of up to $1 million for any information that leads us to her recovery. All of the information about this reward and the details is in the caption below. You can call the 1-800-TIP line. You can be anonymous if you want. Someone out there knows something that can bring her home. Somebody knows. We are begging you to please come forward now. We also know that we are not alone in our loss. We know there are millions of families that have suffered with this kind of uncertainty. And for that reason today, we also are donating $500,000 to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for their work in helping families who are coping with loss and actively looking for those who are lost. We are hoping that the attention that has been given to our mom and our family will extend to all the families like ours who are in need and need prayers and need support. So please, if you hear this message, if you've been waiting and you haven't been sure, let this be your sign to please come forward, tell what you know, and help us bring our beloved mom home so that we can either celebrate a glorious, miraculous homecoming or celebrate the beautiful, brave, and courageous and noble life that she has lived. Please be the light in the dark. Thank you.
So that was the original one that came up that she provided back in February. I'm going to now open up the other one that should be the more recent. Hold on one sec. Let me share that screen for you. When you're doing multiple screens, it's hard that it doesn't remember one screen versus the other. Do apologize, but let's see if I can get this one. My system is running very slow. I have to get through this ad. Now, I do support my fellow streamers. Don't get me wrong. I read that comment. I didn't want to come across that I wasn't supporting them in any way, shape, or form. It's just regarding the legal system. We have to be careful, you know? Okay. Let's go for that full screen.
At Amazon, skills training and apprenticeships can move hourly employees into higher paying roles.
Great. It's a 30-second spot. I apologize.
Investigation. And when we were finally let in, Sean, look what we did. We went in and got the Ring doorbell.
So I'm going to remove that, stop it there. Just slow. Come on. Stupid computer. God, the internet's crazy. I doubt it. I have to bet it's the heat here. We broke 104 yesterday. It's been 100 some degrees today. I'm not complaining. I like heat, but this is very frustrating. Stupid, stupid. Here's another clip that came out. if it feels like it. I clicked on remove. I like nighttime streaming, but this is just crazy talk. Come on.
A week with us, and it is good to be home.
And these signs are so beautiful. You guys have been so beautiful. I've received so many letters, so much kindness to me and my whole family. We feel it. We feel your prayers. So thank you so much.
At Amazon, skills training and apprenticeships roles.
Again, another ad. Can't get away from them.
I have questioned whether Jesus really ever experienced this particular wound that I feel, this grievous and uniquely cruel injury of not knowing. Our faith gives us a spiritual conviction that we will be reborn, that God will redeem this pain, that every tear will be wiped away, that our Easter is coming. But we live viscerally. Our comfort is that our God has felt those feelings from a perspective of humanity.
We'll let this run. I'm turning the volume off, muting it, and we'll see if there's another clip. I just don't recall. Yeah, and I have 2 Amazon packages coming. I'm still waiting for them. They're pretty good at delivery, though. It's just sometimes gets caught.
I can't not come back because it's my family. I think it's part of my purpose right now.
At
Just won't stop the ads.
Nancy disappeared more than 2 months ago in Arizona. Savannah was clearly very emotional to be back home.
These signs are so beautiful.
She greeted fans, took pictures with them, read their signs, gave a lot of them long hugs, and really took time to speak with them. She also could be seen sharing a long hug and wiping away tears with Jenna Bush Hager before coming out onto the plaza. The whole audience got these yellow stickers, yellow ribbon stickers to honor her mom, Nancy. So it was a very emotional morning, but also she appeared to be in good spirits. She was cracking jokes with her co-anchors and just seems really to be grateful to be back with the Today family.
Everything is so slow. I apologize. It's just not working fast enough. So I can't keep these ads off the screen. You know what I mean?
But she needs to come home now.
Yes.
Someone needs to do the right thing. We are in agony.
Yeah.
We are in agony. It is unbearable. I wake up every night, in the middle of the night, every night. And in the darkness, I imagine her terror.
Amazon offers hourly employees health care for $5.
They're pushing these ads like crazy.
Amazon offers hourly employees health care for $5 a week with $5 copays. Amazon offers hourly employees health care on day one for the whole.
Just trying to bypass the ads that are popping up.
To $1 million for any information that leads us to her recovery. I'm coming on to say it is day 24 since our mom was taken in the dark of night from her bed. And every hour and minute and second and every long night has been agony.
You need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her.
Blood on the porch. That was what we did. It came back to Nancy. That's what we did.
We still believe that she can come home. We also know that she may be lost. She may already be gone. And if this is what is to be, then we will accept it. But we need to know where she is.
So I'm going to end on that note. I hope everybody does have a chance to take a look at the FBI posters that are out there, not just Nancy's, but obviously in the Arizona area, we are focused on Nancy Guthrie's location, finding her healthy, and hopefully with good news for Savannah and her family. It's not easy to lose your mom, and many people can understand that. Others may not. I don't know. But hopefully we can all do our part and inform law enforcement of anything that we come across or we find out of the ordinary. So thank you all once again for joining. I appreciate it. I wanted to make sure I shared what I learned today, and I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye now.